Hey guys, it's been ages since I was able to do a client tutorial and I'm so excited to show you what I've been working on with the stunning Lana. It's definitely a fun, funky look, nothing that is too boring, but I really hope that you guys enjoy it. So here I'm just applying the Embryo Lace Lay Cream Concentrate all over her face with a duo fiber brush and blending it out with the Beauty Blender, just making sure to cover all of her skin. She has quite good skin already, which is very lucky, but I just like to apply this as it gives a really nice texture to apply foundation on top of. I'm then going to go in with my MAC Strobe Cream and apply this to the cheekbones, down the nose, just everywhere that you really want that kind of nice natural glow to occur, and just blending that out with a nice damp beauty blender. Then going to go in with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and just a stiff brush and blend that all over the lid, blending it out with my fingers as well. And then I'm just going to set that with a nice silica powder or any translucent powder that you do have, just to make sure that eyeshadow blends nicely on top of it. Alright, so we're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. We're going to create kind of like a nice cut crease with this palette, so I'm really excited. The first colour I'm going to use is Raw Sienna, and just a nice fluffy brush and blend that into her natural crease, just to create more depth and blending that out really nicely. Just keep go in with a little bit and add more as you need to and blend it out. This is just easier to create more of a really smooth blended look. I'm then going to grab a stiff pencil brush and the colour Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to deepen that crease a little bit more, so I'm applying it right into the crease, blending it out as I go, and then going in with that fluffy brush and blending it out further. So making sure that you don't blend below the crease, you always want to blend above, so making sure you don't blend onto that lid line. Then we're just going to keep applying that burnt orange shade just to continually deepen it. As you can see, I start off with a little bit and I blend, and then I go back and I add more and then I blend out. I just find this is a lot easier than packing on a lot of colour to begin with and then just praying for the best and blending it out. This just doesn't work, and it just makes it a lot harder for you in the long run when you do need to blend it out. Now we're going to go into the colour Real Gut, and I'm just using actually a flat lip brush here just to create a nice deep line into the crease, and then I'm going to blend it out with another soft fluffy brush just to create that extra little bit of depth. Then going to go in with Red Ochre and that same brush and just deepening it out even further, as you can see, and blending it out as you go. I can't put enough emphasis on the fact that you just need to keep blending as you go. It just makes it so much easier and just makes it look a lot more flawless at the end. Then to cut out that crease, I'm going to grab a flat brush and MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Here I think I'm using NC20 or NW20, and just applying that onto the lid, making sure to go right up to where you've applied those crease colours, but not above, because you don't want to ruin all that hard work that you've just done. I'm just applying that all over that lid and just cutting it out, and then after that we're going to set it with a nice white or cream powder, whatever you prefer for this look. Then I'm going to grab a clean soft fluffy brush and I'm just going to apply those exact same colours into the corner of the eye, as we're not going to do a full cut crease but a half cut crease today. And I'm just going to blend that out and apply it. Then I'm going to grab my pink glitter from MAC Cosmetics, just a small flat brush and the mixing medium from MAC Cosmetics, and just apply glitter into that outer corner area where we've just blended in those eyeshadows, just to create a nice half cut crease. Now it's go time for that glow time. I'm just applying my Cover FX drops in the colour Celestial. amazing. Like, it is popping, it's gorgeous, blends out really nicely, and just gives that overall really gorgeous glow that I'm going for here. I'm then going to grab a Sigma F80 Kabuki and Studio Fix foundation and just apply that all over her face, down her neck, just to blend that out nicely. We don't really need to use too much with Alana, as she does have quite flawless skin already, and you don't want to pack on too much foundation if they don't need it, really. So we're just going to blend that out all over the forehead. After applying it with the brush, I'm then going to blend it out with the Beauty Blender, which just pushes it into the skin and gives it more of a skin-like appearance. Now concealer, I'm grabbing just a concealer brush and MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, just applying this underneath both eyes, the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and the little bit of the chin. This just creates more height in the face, sinks in all the other parts that you haven't highlighted, and just brings a little bit more attention to it, so it gives it a bit more shape. Just setting that with the Beauty Blender now, and then going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and setting that with the middle colour. I think it's called Lyric, I'm not 100% sure, but it's the middle kind of yellow colour. Then going to go in with a translucent powder and a big fluffy brush and just set the rest of that foundation. Even though she has quite normal skin, I do like to set all my foundations just to make sure it doesn't budge. Then I'm going to go in with a smaller fluffy brush and the same Kat Von D Shade and Light palette in the middle contour colour and just contour her forehead and just her cheekbones. She already has quite nice cheekbones, but a little bit of contour just helps that little bit more to create a bit more depth. And to add to that depth, I'm just going to grab that brush that we used to highlight under her eyes and that same middle colour from the Shade and Light palette and just highlight underneath where we've just contoured, just to carve it out a little bit more. Kind of like baking, but not too intense. Then I'm going to grab a fluffy brush and the colour Sunbask by MAC Cosmetics. It's kind of like a bronzy blush colour, and just apply that to her cheeks. Then we're going to go in with Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics. Love, always use, everybody, it's amazing. And just my furless fluffy brush and apply that to the cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow. Now for brows, Alana does have gorgeous brows already, but she does like a very structured full brow. So I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in soft brown and just creating a bit more of a thicker brow and a more structured brow than what she already has. I apply underneath and I blend upwards down the tail of the brow, and then I go over the top and I do the exact same thing. Just making sure you have a nice spoolie to brush the hairs up and down with. This just makes your job a lot easier to carve out that brow and give it more of a kind of natural, not too blocky look. So because we do want to thicken up Alana's brow and create almost a false brow, I do like to use the pomade. I usually do use brow powder if their brows are already quite thick, as I don't need to extend it in any way, but because Alana doesn't have naturally very thick brows, we do like to use the pomade just to extend these a little bit. Now to highlight under the brow bone and the inner corner of the eye, I'm using Makeup Geek Shimmer Shimmer. It's a really gorgeous highlight colour. Now that I'm going to apply the same eyeshadows that we used on top of the lid underneath, just to create more of a seamless look, we're going to go in with all the same colours that we used before in all the same order. So it's going to be Raw Sienna, Burnt Orange, Realgar, then Red Ochre, and just going in with a nice fluffy pencil brush and then a blending brush underneath just to blend it out a little bit further. Now we're going to do lips, and here we're going to be using some Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks. So to do this, you want to make sure that you decant the product. Luckily, I have spares for myself and for clients. So my personal ones I use on myself because they're just for me. My client ones, you need to make sure that you're decanting the product, because you can't use that lip brush that comes with the liquid lipstick on multiple people, because there's no way to hygienically clean that in between clients. So get the little lip brush, squeeze it out onto a palette and apply it with a separate brush. Here we're using Trust Issues. We're then going in with Lovely just into the middle of the lip, and then we're going to use a little bit of Veronica as well, just to lighten it up a little bit, give it a tiny little bit of an ombre lip, but not too much. Lashes, I'm using Model Rocks number 266. I love these lashes. They're gorgeous and flirty, but not too much. So I've just applied the duo lash off camera. I've let the glue get a little bit tacky, and now I'm just applying that straight to Alana's lid. Once the glue's tacky, it stops it from slipping and sliding all over the eye. I'm then going in with my Socialized lash applicators. I don't use these to apply them, I just use them to squeeze the lash together. I'm then going in with the same color Realgar and a small brush and applying that into the lash line just to cover up the glue. I really hope you guys have loved this look. I loved filming it. It was a really fun day. Alana and I had so much fun, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. Have an amazing day. Bye.